Hey Taurus, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we're going to do your mid-May general love reading. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they can't possibly apply to every single person watching, but if you would like a personal reading or any other information about me, it will all be in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, come on in, and in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. So for all of the new viewers, I'm an intuitive reader, which means I read the traditional sense of the card, but more than anything, I'm always going to give you guys the messages that I pick up intuitively. I always charge both of my decks on top of crystal organite pucks. In doing so, it charges, balances, and aligns the energy for our reading. And also charge both decks on top of your own personalized astrological card. So again, this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. And as always, I hope everyone's doing well. Currently, there are absolutely no reversals in either one of these decks. So if I get any reversals once I do my shuffling, I'm going to accept these messages because I know that they're aligned with the energies that I meant to give you guys today. So I'm shaking my head because the song that I heard was How Can I Ease the Pain by Lisa Fisher. I'm going to leave the link to the song in the description box below so you guys can listen to it because I can already sense that it's going to be aligned with the messages I'm meant to give you guys today. So I feel like a lot of you guys just had a recent separation from someone that you really, really love. You found out about some third-party situation. I feel like that's the case. And I know that's like so whack to start a reading like that, but I can't tell you. I'm literally telling you what I feel and what I sensed already. Because when I parted the deck, we seen that strength. Some of you guys had to have the strength to walk away from this individual. When I did the first separation, I seen the Ace of Swords, very clear. You know, some truth came in. The Ace of Swords is about truth and clarity. Some truth came in about third-party situation. And we can't deny the fact that in this card, you have 1, 2, 3 people. Somebody's laying down like this really killed them. This really defeated them. And then you have, 2 other people on the side. So this is definitely a third-party situation for a lot of you guys. But what I'm also going to tell you, at the bottom of this deck, you have the 2 of Cups. I feel like and we just seen the Strength card, and then you have right here this Lion, the Leo. So some of you guys could have separated from a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual, very strong Leo placement energy. But I pick up that, for a great deal of you all, you're going to reconcile with this individual. If you're not, that's up to you. That's free will. But I'm telling you what I'm picking up for a great deal of you all. You want reconciliation? Because what I'm hearing is that some of the details that made you all separate from this individual, I feel like it was some messiness involved in it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you have 2, there's 3 people on this card. Somebody's laying down like they have literally been killed by this information. Somebody has their white flag, red flag waving like they give up. But then there's somebody standing right here who's feeling victorious. And then you see they're holding these swords. And for me, swords is communication and mental. I feel like somebody was giving some messy information. Somebody was skewing and chopping up, details and making things go in their favor. Because you see how he's smiling? Like he's victorious. But it's a sinister thing. It almost feels like this person tried to cause some type of conflict. And I don't feel like all the details are very clear. And I feel like some details are getting ready to be clear for a lot of you guys, okay? So let's hold the deck down and get additional messages. 5 of Pentacles, definitely. You have the 5 of Swords and then 5 of Pentacles. Again, you have 3 people in this card, a woman, her child, and then somebody, a male figure. But what I want you to pay attention to is look at how he's looking. It's almost like he's coming to her with some type of apology. You see how he has his hat off his head? Like, you know how they do, what do you call it? When individuals take their hat off like they're being respectful, like a sign of respect, taking their hat off to someone. It's literally like he's taking his hat off and he's asking for some type of forgiveness. And I'm telling you, a lot of you guys, I really strongly feel like third party, because I always say that with this. You see how this light ray is going to these 3 pentacles and then the 2 are just up here untouched by the light. I'm telling you, I strongly feel like somebody may have came back and gave you some information or your partner some information, but all the details were not accurate. All the details were not trustworthy. That's really what I'm picking up. And you may have a child with this individual that you recently separated from. You are Taurus, but you could also be dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Absolutely. 6 of Cups. This is somebody that you deem to be your soulmate. Again, I'm going to say third-party situation, some third-party interference, because you got 2 people right here and you have a cat right here. Now, even though this isn't a human, it's still an energy. And you see how this is always, I always say this like hiding in plain sight. And look at this cat hiding in this grass, watching these 2 individuals. I feel like you guys had some outside interference with some individuals who was coming back giving you some shady information. I don't feel like what they're telling you is completely true. I don't feel like everything that they were telling you, I feel like this person is going to get exposed, to be quite honest with you. Yep. And you know, now you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and then you have the six of Cups in reverse. That's a soulmate. You know, with the Four of Pentacles upright, that's holding on tightly, hold on to dear life for somebody. And then, of course, this is your energy. So I strongly feel like you may have been the person to cut this individual off. You let this person go because it came up in reverse. And this is somebody that you deem to be your soulmate. A lot of you guys cut ties, and we keep getting the Six of Cups. So you could be, you could have recently been dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. And then you have the Hierophant in reverse, right next to the Four of Pentacles upright this time. The Hierophant is always the spouse, always husband, spouse, you know, life partner, somebody who's wise. This is also the card of Taurus. Again, this is you. And then it's coming up right next to, so at first it came up in reverse, which means you were cutting ties with somebody, letting somebody go. But I'm going to tell you again, the Hierophant is also wise. They also dig for information. They also seek truth and clarity, right? And it's in reverse. And I feel like you were, because this is the past energy, you were in reverse because you didn't have all the truth. I feel like the facts was very obscured. I don't feel like all the facts was true. And then look at it. At first, it was like you were letting go of this person, but now the Four of Pentacles is upright, which lets me know, like I said, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be, once you find out some details and some information, you're going to be like, oh, okay. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to try to work things out with your love interest because you're going to find out that some things, it's some truth. Okay, flip down. It's some truth that you're not really being told. Somebody is lying. I feel like a lot of you guys can have a person who wants your partner and they were coming back and lying to you, just being messy. Could be a jealous friend. Absolutely. And then you had a King of Wands flip upright. And if you look at this King of Wands, look how he's looking. You see how he's looking off into the distance, like he's checking out what's going on. And keep in mind, I said earlier something about a Leo. This is Wands, the King of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I feel like some information is going to get ready to come through. I feel like this person that you cut off, you can have fire. If you have the fire sign placement in your chart, you see how he's looking over. It's like you're getting ready to dig for information and you're finding some things out because he's paying attention to something in the distance. Like he's finding some things out. He's doing some investigating. And if you don't have the fire sign placement in your chart, I feel like if you were dealing with someone with strong fire sign placements, this individual is already coming back. He's preparing his arsenal. Look at this. You see how he has these flames at the tip of his wand? I feel like this individual is coming back and getting ready to show you some truth and some proof. Somebody's going to come back to you with some messages, some text messages, some screenshots, something like that. Somebody's coming to you like, this isn't what I did at all. This isn't what I said at all. You know, somebody's lying. At the bottom of the deck, you still have the Four of Pentacles. And you guys are watching me shuffle. And I feel like with it upright, and again, this is your energy, I feel like you're going to end up taking this individual back because this person's going to come back to you with some proof that they've been lied on. And I also feel like for a lot of you are watching, this is what you needed. You wanted some type of confirmation about this because you felt like it. You felt like, you know, the information that you got wasn't true, but you just needed some type of clarity. And I really feel like that's the case. Look at that. Now it's upright. You found out some things. Like I said, this is a seeker of knowledge. This is also your card, Taurus. You're going to find out some information and it's going to put this whole situation to sleep. So, you know, we're going to do 2 cards, your general energy, in a second. It's going to be a possible outcome, and then we'll get clarifiers for both. Look at that. You see how it just flipped up. High Priestess, intuition, knowledge. You're going to get some answers. Some, definitely very clear answers. Look at that. You have the High Priestess, and she's facing the direction of the King of Wands. And this is letting me know, you know, this person, look at him. The king is over here looking in a direction. He's seeking something. He's finding out some facts. And, he's going to relay it to you. And it's going to make you happy because look how she's floating gracefully. I feel like a lot of you guys did not want to have to walk away from this individual, but you knew you needed to. Also, the way the card is looking, you know, she's facing this individual, which for me, you know, this is the card of Pisces. But so some of you guys can have Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. But more than anything, she's ready to reconcile with this individual. She's ready to come back into union with this individual because she's floating right in this individual's direction. And he or she, it doesn't matter the gender on the cards. I'm just saying she because it's a female on the card. Okay. At the bottom of your clarifying deck, absolutely. You know, you got the King of Wands right here. So some of you guys are definitely dealing with a fire sign individual. And then that lion right there, you know. But then you have 2 of Cups. I feel like you guys are going to come back together and reconcile. It's almost like they're toasting and cheering, you know, giving the cheers to each other. Somebody's gonna get exposed. I'm telling you this right now because I know this strongly by the look on this king's face. Like he's looking over like something is not trustworthy and he needs to get to the bottom of it. Something is going to be exposed. Somebody's going to get found out. And I feel like somebody was being really messy in this situation. Hold the deck down, get additional messages. I can't make this up. Look, okay, so you got the 10 of Pentacles, right? You got two people right here talking. That's a couple. And then you have somebody right here hiding behind the scenes. And right on the side where he is, you got 1, 2, 3 Pentacles. Third party, somebody's being messy and not trustworthy. And I know that because if you look at this, look at these dogs. You know how dogs, like, if they don't trust or they feel like there's an intruder or somebody who's not supposed to be there, you see how these dogs are looking directly at this person right here? Which to me is like some type of alert or alarm that this person can't be trusted. And you know how dogs, like I said, whenever there's an intruder or somebody that these animals, the dogs don't know, they start barking. I feel like this is a message for us that something is about to get exposed. Somebody about to start barking. Somebody about to start speaking. You guys are going to find out some things. As we part the deck so that we can shuffle, Death card at the end of one situation and the beginning of another one. Now keep in mind we kept seeing the High Priestess and he had like this Pope-like outfit on. You have the same thing right here. And you have a person who's like literally dead right here. I feel like, yep, I feel like somebody's getting exposed, y'all. Somebody's getting exposed. Now, the Death card is about the ending of one situation and the beginning of one thing. A death, one situation, a rebirth. I feel like somebody really wanted to end this situation. But, you know, they wanted to end you guys' relationship. But they're getting exposed, and that's why they is laying right here on this ground. And remember in the Five of, what was it? The Five of Swords that we seen? Somebody was in the background waving that flag as if things were dead and over with. There's going to be a reconciliation. And I know that because look at the sun peeking out in the background. Lets me know that there's a brighter day. There's something else on the horizon. And this is your energy right here. This is the card of Scorpio, but this is your energy right here because like I said, we seen that Hierophant. That's that Pope-like energy dressed like that. I feel like you see how this skeleton is coming in. And I feel like you're getting some messages, like something is coming into you and you're getting some type of message. And I know that because he's on a horse. So that's a messenger, somebody bringing in messages. Somebody's getting exposed. You guys have a hater. And yeah, can't make this up. You got the King of Swords. I always say when a sword is up, when it's upright, that's yes. If the card came up in reverse, that's no. Like you wouldn't get some type of clarity. Upright, yes, some clarity is coming in. Death card in reverse. And once this clarity come in, this situation is going to be death card in reverse. You're not going to end the situation with this individual. Some of you guys will, some of you guys won't. But I'm telling you, for both of you all, if this has not happened already, you guys have someone who's trying to break you and your love interest up. So we're going to get a clarifier for the King of Wands. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. We're going to get a clarifier for the King of Wands. And keep in mind, both of your cards are upright, which for me signifies that this is a current situation for a lot of you all. Too many flipped up, so I'm not going to take it. But that was the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And for me, that's, you know, you all feeling like you're not, look at that. You seen that flip up. You know, when I seen the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, that means a lot of you guys were thinking about no longer building, no longer working on this relationship. But look at this. And that's how I knew that it wasn't meant for me to take that card. You got a Page of Swords, upright. First of all, somebody has been watching you. You've been watching this person, social media. Also, I'm going to tell you this. The Page of Swords is somebody who's coming in quickly because pages are communicators. This Page of Swords is coming in quickly with some messages. You see how his foot is already ready to take off? That sword is up. I said that earlier. That sword is up. So communication is getting ready to come in. Clear, truthful communication. And I feel like somebody's going to be super pissed because if you look at it, even his ponytail's flying in the air. He's ready to come in and light somebody up and cut straight through the bullshit. Somebody lied on you or your love interest. If it wasn't your love interest, somebody lied on you. Look at this at the bottom of the deck. Six of Wands, more wine energy. There's going to be some type of victory. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you may have cut off someone with some very strong fire sign placements, but this person is going to clear their name and you know, resolve things with you all. There's going to be some type of resolve. Somebody's getting exposed. You guys have someone who's in your business, family, whatever the case. Too many flipped up. And then they flip back down, face down, so I'm not going to take it. You guys have someone, Knight of Cups in reverse. So, okay. what I'm getting for this, the High Priestess, clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse, right? The Knight of Cups upright is somebody who's coming in with a love offer, extending a love offer. In reverse is the opposite. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm getting from this. Because look, either way it goes, if it's in reverse or not, it's still facing the direction of the High Priestess. And what I get is this Knight of Cups. I feel like for you guys, this person is going to come through with some truth. But intuitively, you're going to feel like you can't trust this individual. Because it's like, even though this person is coming in with this truth, a lot of you guys are still going to question them. Because it's like, okay, they can show you some proof, some screenshots, some text messages. But it's kind of like, what I'm hearing is a lot of you all are thinking like, why did you even put yourself in this position where this person could accuse you of something? You know what I mean? Like, why were you even communicating with this person in the first place? So it's like this person may try to come in and resolve things. And some of you guys are not going to accept that cut because you're like, you wouldn't have to go through this in the first place if you weren't even communicating with this person. Why were you even communicating with this person? You know? That's what I'm picking up for this message. And that's why I feel like it's clarifying the High Priestess. I still feel like for a great deal of you guys, you're going to get some clarity about the situation because this is powerful in its own. Look at it. They're both facing that same direction. I feel strongly like if you cut off a fire sign, this fire sign is going to come in with some information that's going to clear their name. Most definitely. They've been doing some digging. And they've been trying to find ways to clear their name because somebody tried to throw them up under the bus. Most definitely. That's what I'm getting. They won't get away with it though. This person is literally coming in here with some facts. This person got all the receipts. Somebody's going to come in and they're going to cut the bullshit short. I see that most definitely. Okay. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.